across town trying to get to you. I've been keeping my phone on no sound, facing you out, that's true. Now I get butterflies just thinking about your eyes, and that can't be all bad. Things came up, things went down, maybe turn back around. My spider sense screaming that I'm mad. A big storm blew up, a hurricane right in my coffee cup, carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today to our coffee shop date. I must admit to some X-rated thoughts of what I'd like to do to you. So I guess I can see how bad it rhymes, playing you for a fool. So I pick up the phone, dial your number on the tone to set things straight. Things come up, things go down, make me turn back around. My spider sense screaming that I'm mad. A big storm blew up, a hurricane right in my coffee cup, carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today. Coffee cup carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today. 'Cause a big storm blew up, a hurricane right in my coffee cup, carried me far, far away, and that's why I couldn't make it today. To our coffee shop, babe. Our coffee shop, babe. Our coffee shop, babe. Our coffee shop, babe.
Coffee shop day. Good morning. It is Monday, February the 10th. How's everyone this morning? I'm Teddy, and you are listening to MessyMocha. So go ahead, grab your cup, and let's sip this morning mocha up. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears. I call the Grizzlies and the Honey Bears. Did you see the blowout last night? The Super Bowl, Eagles blew out the Chiefs in Super Bowl. For a long period of time, it was like zero, nothing on the board, and I did watch it. Did you like the halftime show? Uh, did 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 it move you at all? Did it leave you? Uh, you know, I don't know, like some of the halftime shows have. Kendrick Lamar did the halftime show, and it started off with, let's see how I remember. So the stage, or the, where he was set, there was a vehicle. It looked like an older model vehicle in dark, and then the lights, spotlight on that. You could see him, and then suddenly all of these dancers, we'll just say part of his group that were performing, dancing, they came out of the car, different doors, different, I think out of the trunk, they just started pouring onto the stage. Well, some were wearing red. It appeared to me to be more like baggy sweat outfits, so all red. And then some came out in white, and then some came out in blue. And then right away, I said, this theme must be about freedom or USA or America, something like that. And Kendrick Lamar, he was wearing it appeared to be um, like a baseball jacket, maybe, like leather sports jacket with numbers on it, and that, and blue jeans. All right, his blue jeans were kind of flared at the bottom, like real loose, and tighter at the top. Okay. So you're probably wondering, why am I going to be critical? I'm just kind of setting it up just in case you miss the halftime show, you can watch it. I've I have to say I've seen better halftime shows. I thought it could have been at least, I don't know. I Not the singing, the uh he did great, the singing. I just thought it was something about polish that came to mind. It was something about polish that came to mind with everyone behind him. There was a lot of movement, a lot of different colors in the outfits. You know, it was just, that's how I took it. I mean, it. Well, what do you think? What do you think? Did you see any of it? Um, it was a message against black hate and violence. Could have been delivered differently. Joanne says next year we want Parliament Funkadelic. Baby Juju missed it. Yeah, I knew it was about, immediately I knew it was red, white, and blue, about America. Yep, I knew that. It was, the messages were all there. Samuel L. Jackson, he made an appearance. You could call him Uncle Sam, because he was wearing the red, white, and he was wearing red, white, and blue as well. The big top hat that you're familiar with seeing on Uncle Sam. So it was all about America, all about, I guess, positive, with bringing in the red, white, and blue. I miss the national anthem, so I watched it afterwards, and I thought it was nice. I thought, yeah, he was quite polished, and the setup was like a grand piano, and it was white background but had all different colors. But he was dressed like really sharp, all black, sharp with diamonds, and he was very polished looking, extremely polished. So I enjoyed the rewatch of that. I guess a lot can be said. Joanne says the halftime show was kind of weak. All right. I didn't want to come down too hard, but it didn't. I thought it would be like a build up crescendo, you know, all the way up to the top. And then it kind of built up a little, and then it kind of stayed there. Kind of stayed there. Yeah. I kind of, I told someone it was like going on a date, and uh, I'll keep going on a date and then just never getting to the top. Okay. Joanne said it was okay. Yet I prefer to see real band and actual musicians. Okay, am I being too hard? I could see that. I'm sorry. I must have hit the mic. I said I've seen like marching bands and all of that. And just, yes, Michael Jackson and Prince, the best. Okay. Do you hear the sound now? Can you hear me? Great. Um, yes. So it just kind of left me. Oh, so now I'm wondering. One, did you hear my kind of? I didn't really go all the way there with the analogy, like going on a date and just kind of, like right in the middle. Have you ever been on a date like that? It just didn't. It was just there. It was okay. It was okay. All right, so I'm on really early because I've got to get some things done, and I was hoping to be on like for maybe half an hour or maybe 45 minutes. So, all right, so enough of that. Let's get into at least some of the headlines. Let's do this, and I'll at least cover the five things. So, Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles dominated the Kansas City Chiefs. It ended up being 40-22. I didn't see the end of it. I was in the fourth quarter and then had to do something else. In Sunday's Super Bowl in New Orleans, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts was named the game's MVP for his stellar performance and for breaking his own record for the most rushing yards by a quarterback in Super Bowl history with 72. Hurts praised his teammates after they overwhelmed the Chiefs' offense and tormented star quarterback Patrick Mahomes with a flurry of sacks, a forced fumble, and two interceptions. Mahomes told reporters after the game that he takes ownership of the loss and will have to be better next time. The Chiefs had sought to become the first team to win three straight titles in Super Bowl era, but were left in disbelief after their dynasty was disrupted. No three-peat. On to Trump's agenda. Ahead of Sunday's big game, President Donald Trump laid out several new policy plans set to take effect this week. Trump said that he'll announce new tariffs today, including a 25% duty on all imported steel and aluminum. The The president also announced that he will soon unveil reciprocal tariffs, which could match other countries' tariffs on U.S. goods. Separately, Trump on Sunday doubled down on his plans to redevelop the Gaza Strip, telling reporters aboard Air Force One to think of it as a big real estate site. That's how he's looking at Gaza. He says all the rubble, it would take years to rebuild for the Gazians, and this is what he's saying, proposing he could build something very nice someplace else. Move 2 million someplace else, and then make Gaza, like a new Middle East destination. Do you think that would be fair? And I think I heard, can't be sure, would the Gazans be, or Palestinians, I'll just, be allowed to come back? They don't want to leave their homeland. Who's going to sign off on this? Jordan? Egypt? Where are the displaced Palestinians going? What is the plan? They're serious about this. Trump. Okay, and developing it. He again suggested that other Middle Eastern countries would house displaced Palestinians, though most regional leaders have rejected that proposal. On to immigration. Educators in the U.S. are grappling with fears among students and parents that immigration and custom enforcement agents, ICE, will show up at schools or their homes as the Trump administration vows to deport millions of undocumented immigrants. The White House and ICE, among several other federal agencies, have splashed multiple photos and videos of their enforcement action onto social media in a PR blitz intended to showcase the administration's deportation push. There have been no confirmed reports, let's see that, of ICE agents at U.S. schools, but educators said widespread alarm over deportations appeared to have contributed to a recent drop in classroom attendance in some communities. I have read some students are, they're staying home. So you can see this a little better. Are staying home. Yeah. So what is this? Some of the comments. One says, plan is to build decent housing. That's what he says. It's going to be great housing. A new age colonialism. Trump's, yes, new age. The Gaza Strip is horrible. Children living on their own in rubble. Yes, you can see that. Certainly it needs to be rebuilt, all of that. But the fear is, at least what's being sold, is it still will not eliminate Hamas being there. So if you move all of the Palestinians to a new destination, will Hamas follow? If that area is going to be rebuilt, I would imagine so. But who's going to occupy that? Who? Just push everybody out? Okay. Uh, response to my comments about the halftime show. It will definitely, no, I'm sick of, so sick and tired of seeing a mob of dancers. Yet this time, at least it wasn't a skin fest of twerkers. I did think about that. At least they had on clothes. Let's see. It will definitely be broken down for all who didn't catch the comments. Be on the lookout for it. I think you're referring back to the show. On to more news. After this comment, USA needs to bow out of other countries' affairs. No nation can police other nations. All right, let's wrap this five things up. And finally, winter storms. Around 29 million people from the Central Plains to mid Atlantic are under winter alerts today, according to the National Weather Service. This comes as new systems are building and are expected to dump more snow from the middle of the country to the East Coast in the coming days. Another storm is forecast to hit West Coast on Wednesday, bringing the threat of heavy rain that could trigger life-threatening debris flows in burn-scar areas from January's wildfires. Below normal temperatures are also likely to be recorded across much of the continental U.S. over the next few weeks. By the way, when I'm reading and commenting, sometimes I pull up, and for the most part, I haven't even read through any of this. So you are listening to it live as I'm seeing it also, to read it for the first time. All right. Let's see, anything else? Let's just go. U.S. spy planes conducted 18 missions near the border. Okay, we've talked about the Eagles. Oh, the dog race. Is that what it was? The little puppy race? I didn't watch that either. Okay. Let's see what's going on Fox. Ooh. Let's see if I can put that picture on. I kind of like that one. Here it is. No. Wait a minute. I want to bring up. Is that? Hang on. Hang on. I want to show you this picture. Let's see if I can. Oh, all right. Let me just roll down. There it is. Bad blood. This is Fox. President Trump mocks Chiefs Taylor Swift after she was booed during Super Bowl. That's 59, right? Let's see what happened there. President Donald Trump made history as the first sitting president to attend a Super Bowl on Sunday and stole the show away from Taylor Swift. He then made sure to mark her about it after the game. Trump received a ruckus cheer from the Superdome crowd when he was shown on the screen during national anthem, while the fans booed Swift immensely when she was shown on the Jumbotron during the game. Why? Well, I guess maybe because it was Kansas City. Swift also had to watch her boyfriend, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, suffer a crushing 40-22 loss to Philadelphia Eagles, which was the team she grew up rooting for. Trump mocked her and the team in a post on Truth Social after the game. Trump credited followers of his Make America Great Again movement for the boos, quoting, "The only one that had a tougher night than Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving," Trump wrote. Okay, so enough of that. All right. Anything else before I wrap things up for this morning? Also, you can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. I will read a few more of the comments. Joanne, you're so glad that Taylor Swift lost. Okay. DJT forcing these countries to stop the theft from the American people. Take a look at all who were getting USAID. Swift is mixed in with the P. Diddy mess. Well, yes. Um, so I've heard. Another comment, I don't understand why she is so popular. You've never heard a Swift song? All right. So, needless to say, you are not a Swiftie. That's what they call them. And yes, let me just make a comment on this USAID and what's been going on very quickly. Just my initial impression. I think waste, fraud, and blowing budgets should be looked into. Should all the USAID programs be scrapped? Probably not. But right now, Washington, Elon Musk and his gang of musketeers or minions are looking into various governmental agencies, and they are finding some expenditures on what are considered to be pork frivolous. Let me give you an example. Let's see, have they compiled a list yet? Oh, USA Today, maybe they have it. Just want to see. Okay, just a few. So this article is called, and it was in USA Today. It is from February the 5th. Trump and Musk should gut USA ID. America needs to fix our own house first. This is an opinion given by a writer, Nicole Russell. I'm just skipping down to some of those items. Okay, one section here. USAID isn't exactly being held accountable for some bad choices. All right. Of course, USAID gives humanitarian aid to all kinds of valid organizations. That's important. But a cursory search of USAID grants also shows an extraordinary amount of spending on things that wound up being a waste of money. In 2019, a USAID grant provided $6 million to increase educational opportunities and strengthen the livelihoods in Egypt. In 2021, USAID awarded 110,000 to Helping Hands for Relief and Development through ocean freight reimbursement programs. That's okay. USAID has aided refugees all over the world. Through USAID, the government spent more than 12 billion until 2020 to help Syrian civilians affected by the war. All right. Most funding was intended for food and medical supplies. Between 2015 and 2018, USAID awarded 122 million for food kits to Syrian refugees. All right, so looking at some positive things. Let's see where the waste is that they're complaining about. Trying to find this. I don't want to say the wrong country. All right, so this is just one that was highlighted. Under the Biden administration, the USAID awarded $20 million to a nonprofit called Sesame Workshop uh, to produce a show called Alan Simsim Iraq in an effort to promote inclusion, mutual respect, and understanding across ethnic, religious, and sectarian groups. So, Sesame Street. Some would say while veterans here in this country, some can't even find, enough decent housing. Some even having to live on the streets. I don't know, whatever your opinion is of what's going on, I'm sure there is more to come. All right. So it is 8:10. Let's just waking up, going back to bed. Oh, Spirit comes back to say USAID helped America. An audit was done and available for review. All right. Oh, wait a minute. You said none of USAID helped America. Okay. What is this about Novi? There is an AI story floating about. This is all alleged. Hmm. In Novi? I hadn't heard. But if it's AI, it's not real, correct? Speaking of AI, it's so powerful and it's still, growing and growing and moving faster than most people can catch up with it. The technology and the imitation of likenesses that can be created, it's just almost astounding. It looks so real. Yeah. People are falling for it. That will do it for me um, this Monday morning. I appreciate all of you who have joined me for a little bit of news, and we didn't get too messy. Not this morning, for Monday. Okay. Join me later tonight when I come back. AI won a Grammy. All right. Unless that stands for something different. Um, I've even seen, what is it? America's Got Talent and others. It appears that they are using AI imagery somehow in their production. I can't tell, what's going on, if it's real or not. Okay. Anyways, biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Um, yeah, that's it. That's all. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Have a great Monday.